All right, welcome back and thanks for joining us, everyone. Very special update on some of our new releases, some of our new settings, some of our new options that you have available to you now. We wanted to take a dive into rep quotes and your instant quote settings that you can adjust. So Courtney is sharing her screen here. She's going to show you how to get to those instant quote settings and then what is made available to you in that instant quote settings page. And we'll go over what those are and how you can manipulate them. So feel free to take it away, Courtney.
Yes, we're so excited for this new release as there's a lot of features here that a lot of you guys have suggested and wanted. So where you're going to find a lot of these changes is going to be right in the settings option on that left-hand menu. And you're going to notice here that there is a new tab right next to the widget settings. So what you're going to find is you're going to want to click into the quote tab. And here you're going to find all of the settings that we've implemented for you guys. So for these instant quotes, one of the most exciting features is being able to have a default slope selection, which is really, really awesome. You have the potential and you have the option to turn on the suggested slope. But what if there's an address that isn't detected? Now you can have a slope that is going to be automatically selected for your customer on your behalf. So right here with the default slope selection, you're going to choose which one is going to be selected at default if you do not have the option to turn that on. You can even have it change per market. So if you're one of those people who have several different markets in several different states, you can have a different slope automatically selected for those regions, or you can simply just turn it on for all of your markets. So for an example here, we have it being selected as medium. So if a customer came in and there was no suggested slope detected, you're going to have that selected for them. So it's going to automatically choose that medium slope. Or what if you're in an area where you tend to have higher slopes more frequently, you can have that steep slope already automatically selected when nothing is able to be detected. Very exciting things. The other piece too is, as you can see as I'm scrolling down, there are more options that you can turn on. So more features, which is super exciting. You have the option to do a steep slope charge. So this is awesome. You can have it be where if a steep slope is selected, you can have a per square charge added automatically. Or if you can see in this toggle here, you can have a fixed price. So depending on your scenarios, if you're a contractor who knows exactly what if there's a specific charge to those steep homes, you can have it be a fixed, or you can have it choose by a per square.
And a very nice feature to use both of those in connection, the default slope and then that steep slope charge, so that you can always set your default to steep. So just in case it is a steep one, you're already going to have that steep slope charge included. You can always offer the client a discount if it is not, in fact, a particularly steep slope, but you will make sure that your bases are always covered and you don't have to go back to a customer and offer an increased bid. You can go back and either leave the bid alone or offer a decreased bid. Always helps with the sale if you don't have to adjust that price in the upward direction.
Yes, very good point. You can see here in this little blue box that's highlighted is by default, this will not be applied to the custom products. So if you're a contractor who offers like a roof rejuvenation or some sort of product card that you created, you can turn this on and we'll show you where. So it's just kind of an indicator and a reminder that it is something that you have to turn on in your selected products, but we'll get there. And we just want to kind of show you some more of these features that will be turned on with that toggle. As you can see underneath here, this is one that I think I have commonly heard probably since I started, is adding a waste factor. So by turning this on, you now have your own default waste factor implemented. So this will be included in the price calculation. So As you can see here, it will set your default waste percentage so it can be manually overwritten in RevQuotes as well. So we are beta-ing the AI to determine waste. So that is something that you have the capability to turn on if there is the potential there. So if the AI can detect that waste factor, it uses to estimate the facet count, and the waste is determined based on facet count and the roof size and the roof type. So there's a lot going on with this AI feature. I really highly recommend you guys playing around with it and testing it out. It's a really fun tool.
Yeah, exactly. If you can trim that waste down to any degree, obviously save you a little bit of money on your materials. And just knowing that you have that backup of a default so that in case the AI doesn't have enough data or there was any kind of an issue, you know you have the default. You can always double check those numbers, make sure that the AI produced waste factor makes sense, but you've got both arms of that tool working in your favor. You've got your default to cover your base just in case, and then the AI to hopefully be able to dial that in for you and save you a little bit on your materials.
And then last but not least, showing a price range. So now you are able to show an exact price. Now you're also able to show a range. We give you a lot of control in this range piece here. So as you can see, it goes all the way up to 25%. You can show the total price plus a range percent increase, which is going to be this toggle here. You could have it do at that pinpoint price, go 10% below and 10% above to showcase, or you can have it the opposite where you have your price and then it could be 10% below. So depending on how you guys are wanting to show your pricing, you now don't have to have an exact price. And the other beautiful piece with this is these settings, you can put them on specific product cards. So if you want to show a range for a certain product type, not others, you now have that capability, which just allows you again to customize really how you want your sales process to go. So what I'm going to do here is once you have your settings and your numbers selected or all of these new features added, what you're going to want to do is simply press save and wait for that save to happen. And then you're going to want to make sure that your product cards that you have selected are implementing these save changes as well. So I'm going to show you exactly what you'll want to do in a step 2 process here.
Perfect. And then as we wait for this page to load and all the settings to save, be mindful we have got a couple more videos in this series on this recent update that will be coming out for you, going over how to use these new settings and going into further detail on all of the new updates that have come through. There have been quite a lot. We are just brushing the surface. With this video, there will be more to come, more education, and more articles available as well to guide you through all of the different steps in using these new settings.
Or if you are someone who wants more hands-on, you can absolutely reach out to our team, help@roofle.com. You can set up a simple meeting with any of us, and we can run through these features and how you can utilize them in your business. So what you'll want to do is once you have those changes selected, you'll want to start implementing on the certain products that you are wanting to showcase. So I'm just bringing you to the product menu on that left hand side, and then what you're wanting to make sure is looking at those selected products that you have displayed. You're going to want to simply just customize one of those selected products, and on the right hand side underneath the label and the square pricing, you're going to see where you can turn on these instant quote settings. So you're going to just toggle that on, and what that is going to do is when we press save, that is going to implement all of the things that we selected. So it's going to give that range for this specific product. So you don't have to turn on the range for all products, but it allows you to really make sure that you're allowing your customers to get that look and feel of what you want to offer.
Absolutely. What a nice synopsis of the updates, Courtney. And thank you for walking us through that, showing us exactly how everything works. And as we mentioned, we'll be going further into these topics. We'll be going further into all of the updates that have come through, and we will continue producing short videos like this to get you guys up to speed. Courtney, do you have anything else there to close us out?
No, just, again, reach out if you guys have any questions or need any assistance getting these settings implemented.
Absolutely. We'll catch you guys next time.